What is up, beautiful people? So this is something I've been wanting to do for a while now. I just haven't had a whole lot of time. I'm going to do a full day of eating. I'm super excited to show you guys what I eat throughout the day. Sounds really silly, but I know when I first started my fitness journey, I had no idea what to eat, when to eat, how to eat, anything. And so hopefully this can kind of be like a little bit of help to somebody. Maybe they can see, oh, okay. But like I always say in my other videos, just because I'm doing it doesn't mean you should do it. I'm hoping this kind of gives you ideas of stuff to eat, when to eat what, that kind of stuff. So let's get to it. I just made my breakfast, and so let's see what it is. Okay, so I drink my egg whites, so they are in this perfect little frozen Elsa cup. I have 4 egg whites, and I mix in 1 gram, just 1 gram of this, and then 1 stevia packet. Mix it up, and then I will chug this just because I don't like to eat that much. I just rather drink it and it be done. And then I have 2 whole eggs, an English muffin, and this is what I spray on the English muffin. I just do about 5 sprays. I don't know why my camera won't focus. And then these are the bagels, or the, what are these called? These things, whatever these are called. Why can't I think of the name? English muffin. These are the English muffins I use. Guys, don't get me wrong. These are, I don't get them because they're 100 calories. I get them because they are multigrain. I just prefer multigrain over whole wheat. Multigrain's a little bit easier on your digestive system, so that's why I get these. I don't care that they're 100 calories. I would actually prefer one of the other ones. But guys, it's still 25 grams of carbs, 5 protein, and 1 fat. And so, if I remember correctly, they are allowed to round their calories. And so since the protein is 5, it's like 5 or under, and then the protein or the fat is just 1, they don't have to count those in. So they rounded the calories down to 100. And then, because just alone for the carbs, it's 100. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk right now. Okay, so there's 25 carbs. Just from carbs, that's 100 calories. And then from protein, there's 20. And then from fat, there's 9. And so that's 100 and almost 130 calories, but they're not on the label because they rounded down because those numbers are so low, like only the 5 protein and the 1 fat. So that's how these are 100 calories. Just be looking at your label and know that kind of stuff. So like I was saying, carbs are, per 1 gram of carb is 4 calories, per 1 gram of protein is 4 calories, and 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. And that's how you can kind of gauge what the calories are really at. Like I said, they're allowed to round. So yeah, I'm going to get this down. I actually get to go shopping today. I'm super excited. So I might show y'all what I get. And yeah, I'm going to eat this because I'm hungry from showing it to you guys. Bye. Alright, I just got done shopping. So I just got home and it's time for meal number 2. I am super hungry. So I get protein. I am not sponsored by them. I got this from work. But this is the one I'm having, and I'm going to do 1 cup of this, and then ice. So I'm going to make like a smoothie bowl, protein ice cream, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to make that, and then I'll show you all my toppings.
5 minutes later.
So this actually turned into more of a cereal, and it's perfect. It's so good. Like it's just a big cereal. Why does my camera suck? Yep, it's cereal. You get it. It's cereal. It's awesome. That's the update. Okay, we're back for meal number 3, and what I'm gonna have is some of this. It is super tasty. I only like the feisty one because I'm feisty. I'm just kidding. Because the other one actually tastes really gross. So I just have some white rice, some of that. There's supposed to be green veggies. We'll pretend that they're on there. I need to go to the store. I didn't have any today, so therefore I can't really eat something I don't have. So yes, I will be getting those tonight, but normally there's going to be some kind of vegetable with this. Like, I really like broccoli and asparagus. As typical as those are, I was more raised on those, so I've always eaten them. I just kind of enjoy them. But yeah, I'm going to eat this, and yeah, cool, bye. Alright, so I just finished a bunch of stuff around the house. I just cleaned, I did little things like that. I'm about to eat my pre-workout meal. It is 5:30. I'm going to be working out in an hour, so I'm going to eat this, kind of change, get everything ready, and then I'm going to head out because it's taking me like 20 minutes to get there. So this is what I'm eating. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? So I have tilapia, jasmine rice, avocado, and then I put this on top of it. It's from Trader Joe's. It's delicious. So yes, I'm going to eat this and then go hit the weights. Oh yeah. Okay, so I got back from the gym like an hour ago. It's 10:40. Got back at 9:40. Forgot to do abs at the gym, so I did abs really fast, and then I just felt really gross, so I jumped in the shower. And then my post-workout, all I had was, I already drank it because I kind of forgot. I just had half a scoop of a whey isolate and then half a scoop of Carbolin. I'll post pictures of the Carbolin. And yeah, cool. Alright, so it is time for my last meal. It's only 11:20, but I'm really tired. I really want to go to bed, so I'm not going to wait to eat my meal. What I have, this is my end of the night. I have some salmon. I have some spinach. With the spinach, I cook the salmon for a minute and a half, and then I take it out, put the spinach on top, put like a wet paper towel, and then put it in there for 30 seconds so that the spinach is just wilted and not completely like liquid almost. And then I have 4 ounces of red potato, and I have a serving of this stuff. And here's the macros if you can see it. Focus. Come on. Alright, what's up guys? So I'm sorry about the last clip, it just kind of ended. My camera stopped focusing. I went to show you all the macros and my camera would not focus, and then I turned it to my face and it wouldn't focus, and then I was just too tired, honestly didn't feel like dealing with it, so I'm sorry it cut off like that. But we're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna rant for a little bit like I'm good at doing. So yeah, here we go. Alright guys, so I really want to talk about something that is bothering me again. Still kind of related to the food. I've been, especially working at a supplement shop and going to a smaller gym, I have a lot of people that ask me questions and, you know, kind of mention stuff to me that they've heard or someone's told them about, just kind of asking questions to me about what it is, if it works, all this other stuff. Well, okay, so last night I'm doing cardio, and then the person on the machine next to me wants to ask me about, you know, losing weight, which is cool. I have no problem helping somebody ask like about when it comes to losing weight or anything in the gym or anything food related, because we all start somewhere, guys. Like, don't ever be afraid to ask a question. Don't be afraid to reach out to somebody if you're wondering something, because at one point they were you. I'm sorry, I have a dog nose, or oh my god, I can't talk today. I have a dog hair in my nose. Yeah, at one point that person was you. Like, they had to do their research. They didn't have any knowledge base. So don't be afraid to reach out to them. And if they're a jerk about it, screw them, because to me, this industry is all about being better and being better together. So if they're not willing to help you, I honestly wouldn't trust their advice anyways, because it's free advice. I mean, you can easily go online and find it, so it's not like they're the only source of information and they need to keep it a secret. But so she's asking me about, you know, so she has this client or somebody that comes in to wherever they work, and she's like, well, she was like, I don't even remember how much she said. She was a very heavy girl, and then the client was very heavy and then lost a bunch of weight because she went to the doctor and was prescribed a pill, and then she was given some kind of cream, like that, let's say she's craving something, she puts the cream on whatever she's craving, and then she puts the cream on her tongue, and then whenever she eats it, it makes her not want it anymore. I don't know what that is. If you ask me about it, I have no clue. I don't know. But then I had to remind her, like, okay, so once that pill is gone and once that cream is gone, let's say she's craving that cookie, she's going to binge. I mean, maybe not. Maybe she's not going to be that person that binges, but 9 times out of 10, she's been so restricted and so limited, and she's been on this pill that's making her lose this weight. She's going to rebound at some point. There's going to be some point that her body pushes back and says, this is enough, because then on top of that, she's apparently at 1,000 to 1,200 calories. And so this girl that's on the treadmill next to me is asking me about this. She's like, yeah, she said she's eating 1,200 calories. She will not eat carbs. She just eats vegetables, da-da-da-da-da. And that's stuff that is so common. And I hear all the time, like, oh, I don't need to eat carbs. Okay, well, if you eat vegetables, depending the vegetable, it's a carb source. Carrots are carbs. Tomatoes, I count that a fruit, I think. It's a carb, just like fruits. Fruits are carbs. I talked about that already. But like even broccoli, anything like that has some kind of carb to it. And so, you know, even if you're eating veggies, like especially colored veggies, they're going to be higher in carbs, bell peppers, stuff like that. And so it's just really frustrating hearing, oh, she told me to eat protein and only veggies and no carb sources, no fat sources, super low calories. Like, no, don't, please don't. And I'm not like, and then she brought up competing with it. Oh, well, you know, I know for me to get this way, I need to eat this much. No, like just because a competitor does it, please, for the love of God, don't do it. Please realize that these competitors are only doing this diet for at most 20 weeks, which is still, some people say, is way too long. And oh my God, it's just, we don't diet like that year round. As a competitor, and granted I've only competed once, but it's kind of just become my lifestyle and it's something that I really enjoy. You know, when I'm not on a prep, I'm eating. Like I'm just eating when I'm hungry. I'm eating. If I want something, I'm gonna eat it. I'm still eating my micronutrient dense foods. I'm still, you know, I'm meal planning. But let's say I'm out in public and someone offers me a cookie, I'm gonna eat the cookie. Like I'm gonna eat it. And it's just, if you can't tell, this is very frustrating to me. But just because a competitor does it, it does not mean, if you're doing a lifestyle cut, it does not mean you need to do it just because this competitor is doing it. Because you have to realize, I would say about 75% of the people on Instagram that are doing cuts, that are prepping for a show, are on something else. They are not only taking this one fat burner that their supplement company sells. They are taking either Clen or some kind of steroid to help them get to where they need to be. And so, and a lot of them aren't going to advertise that because they don't want any, you know, bad press, or they don't want anybody like losing any followers. They don't want that. So they're not going to come out and be like, oh, hey, by the way, I'm taking this, this, and this just doesn't really work. I just get paid to sell this. And so don't, just because a competitor is doing it, just because a competitor, especially bikini competitors, and that's what a lot of them look at, is the bikini competitors. And no offense to girls that do bikini, you know, most of you still bust your butts. You work very hard at the gym. I would know. I am now doing more like bikini girl hamstring style workouts. And oh my God, I could not walk yesterday. But you know, just because these bikini competitors are doing this doesn't mean you need to do it, because it's not going to work for you. One girl can be eating 900 calories and the other girl could be eating 1,600 calories. Like, you don't know what's best for your own body, so why should you do what someone else is doing for their body? Like, that doesn't make much sense to me. So just because someone says that it worked for them, just because a competitor is doing it, does not mean you should do it. If you really, really want to lose weight and get healthy, excuse me, I hear a lot of the time, oh, well, I just can't eat that way. Then don't. Like, if you absolutely hate spinach, don't eat spinach. Like, find some kind of vegetable or fruit that you really like. Just start cleaning up your meals. A lot of the time I tell people, cut out sauces. Let's say you put like 6 servings of ketchup on your meal. Well, 6 servings is about what I'm saying, 5 carbs each. That's 30 grams of carbs that you just added to your meal from ketchup. Like, cut out sauces, go out to eat, get water, get a diet soda. Like, don't drink Dr. Pepper and sweet tea, and just cut out little tiny things like that if you're really wanting to lose weight. It's not something that you just do all at one time. Like, I know for me, when I first started, it was really hard for me to cut out my sweet tooth cravings. And so I would get, and they're still not like the best food source, but I would go get a Lenny and Larry's cookie. I mean, they're still not like healthy and whatever, but I would eat half of those, and like, it would help me so much. And then I cut out what I was drinking. I watched what I was drinking. I was drinking a lot of sodas. I was drinking a lot of like regular Gatorades for no reason, just for taste, and like just little things like that. And then I stopped going out to eat as much. And people don't realize one of those meals you get is normally about 2,000 calories, around there, especially if you're getting like the cheese and it's soaked in butter and it's high carb. Like, it's very easily gonna add up in calories. So when you go out to eat, and it's very typical, get a salad. And let's say you're really craving French fries, get the salad, get a grilled protein, whatever protein you want. If you want beef, get beef. If you want chicken, shrimp, whatever it is, get the ranch dressing. Just dip your bite into it, and then get a side of French fries if you really want French fries, and maybe share it with somebody. But don't restrict that food from your diet. Just learn how to eat it in moderation. And in the morning, let's say the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning is go to Starbucks, get some kind of frappuccino, and get a pastry. Okay, well, instead, why don't you try to make your own kind of frappuccino at home? Maybe get like a protein powder with, you know, ice and cashew milk, maybe throw in a banana or throw in whatever else, throw in some stevia. And that way you can control what's going into it, and you can always add coffee to that. And then grab something to snack on the side, maybe an apple, maybe a banana, maybe you want something else in the morning, maybe you have time to cook in the morning. Don't go out to eat as often, because it's really hard to know what calories you are, and it's really hard. So even for me, when I go out to eat, I want to binge. I want to eat whatever is terrible. I want to eat something full of grease. But I've learned how to control that. And so I'll look at the menu, and normally I'll just only go to whatever section I need to go to. So let's say I'm just able to order a salad, or I'm only ordering sushi, or I'm only ordering an omelet. I'll go to only the section I know I need to go to, and I will look at that. Because once I start flipping through that menu, I'm just like, oh my God, I want that, that, and that. And like half the time I'll normally change my mind, even though I shouldn't have. And so there's little things you can do at first. You don't need to go onto this like prep style diet. It's not necessary. So I'm hoping those were a few tips that you can go by. So stop eating out as much, learning how to prep meals, even if you only prep one meal a day. So let's say you work an office job, you leave, and you always get fast food for lunch. Okay, well, start packing your own lunch for that. And then maybe you eat out. Like my dad sometimes eats out twice a day. Well, I've made him start packing a lunch, and now he only eats out once a day. And then he's slowly cutting out that one time a day. And so it's not something you have to do, boom, it's done. I can't eat this, I can't eat that. Okay, well, don't say you can't eat something, because that makes it 10 times harder. So meal prepping, not eating out as much, drinking water, guys. A lot of people don't realize that drinking more water will actually help you lose more weight. So let's say I only drink one of these of water a day. Okay, well, that's not enough for my body to do what it needs to do. And so I will drink this, and then my body's gonna hold on to all of that water until it gets water again. So I drink this one day, this is gonna stay mostly in my system, and then I'm going to drink this again the next day. Well, my body's like, okay, I can let go of a little bit of water, not a lot, because this is all I'm getting. So the more water you're gonna drink throughout the day, the easier it is for your body to flush it out of your system and to be using the new water, replacing the old water. That's why most competitors drink a gallon a day, because they're constantly flushing out of their system. But everybody should be drinking at least half a gallon a day, and that's still not going to be enough of what you need, but it's a good place to start. I normally carry one of these around with me. If I don't have my gallon, I'll just carry one of these, and I'll just keep it filled. Once I empty it, I make sure it's full, so that way I don't have an excuse not to drink any water. And let me see. Oh yeah, the gym. You don't need to go do hours of cardio. I tell a lot of people, let's say you're brand new to the gym, Go find 4 random machines. It does not matter what machines they are at all. Just go figure out what it does, figure out which muscle group you're using, do about 3 sets of 10 on it, and then do that with 4 different machines. So let's say you can go do a back movement, 3 sets of 10. Go do an arm movement, 3 sets of 10. Find out what the calf machine is, do 3 sets of 10. Find a different machine each time, and then that's it. And maybe go 3 to 4 times a week if you're just starting out, because there's no need to all of a sudden jump to 6 days a week at an hour and a half with an hour of cardio, because it's gonna work at first. It is, but that's where you're setting your standard, because now nothing less is gonna help your body. And so starting out about 3 days a week, if you really just want to do cardio, do like 10 to 20 minutes, low intensity, steady state. Nothing crazy. You should have a light sweat going. It should be kind of difficult to talk during that steady state, but it shouldn't be like you're dying. You shouldn't want to peel over and just quit everything you're doing. But yeah, guys, don't look at a competitor and think it's necessary to do what they do, because it's not. It's a very extreme sport. We're trying to reach a very extreme stage of lean because we're trying to show off what we've worked so hard to build. And so don't ever expect to be that lean unless you're in a competition prep. And these competitors that walk around lean all year, they're toned. They're not stage lean. They have enough muscle mass to where they're able to stay that lean. And so, like, I know some women, they're up from stage weight, maybe 10 pounds, but they just have a little bit of fluff. They don't have as many shreds. Yeah, they still have those lines on the outside of their abs from their obliques. They have those little things. That's because they've built up a muscle mass. And so, you know, the gym's kind of a necessary thing. And a tip for going to the gym, always have your gym bag in your car. Have your clothes, have your shoes, have whatever you need for the gym in your car. That way when you get off of work and come and sit down and you're like, oh, I'm so tired, I'm gonna go home. I need to go home and I need to get my clothes, and then you get home and you don't wanna do it anymore. You have no excuse. It's sitting in your front seat. You can see it. You're like, okay, well, you know what? I already have everything. You don't have an excuse at that point, guys. And so yes, there is my rant. You can do it if you really want to. If it's something that you genuinely want for your health, then there is a way. And don't be afraid, like I said earlier, don't be afraid to reach out to somebody, because at one point they had to start too. They had to do research. They had to be helped by somebody. And most of the people in the fitness industry are still being helped by somebody because they know they don't know it all. And so I hope this helps somebody. And if you think it can help somebody else, please share it. And yeah, thanks guys so much for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe, write anything down below if you have any questions or whatever. Again, I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. I'm now at 100 subscribers. That's awesome, like super awesome. So thank you guys, and I will see y'all next time.